Hi, my name is Kristen Husted, and my practice is Well Balanced. I run a very unique practice that helps people to heal from physical and emotional illnesses and injuries, as well as connect them to their spirituality and past loved ones. And I have this beautiful testimony in front of me from a woman who lost her husband just this past summer. She had been going to counseling in Phoenix and just couldn't find comfort in the fact that her husband was now gone. So her counselor actually recommended that she come see me for some body work and possible connection with her past husband. So she came to me and she was just teary-eyed. And I said to her, I do so much more than connect with past loved ones. I can help you to release the trauma in your body and to help you to feel more whole and new. And then I said, and I am a guide to lead you up into a meditation to hopefully where you connect with your husband. So I don't want to promise anything, but I will guide you. And so she said, yes, yes, please. So I did some fascial release on her and she got so much emotion out. It was beautiful. And then when someone's really quiet and they're still and they've gotten a lot of their trauma out of their body, will they be more receptive to that guided meditation and taking them up to the light, where hopefully I was hoping that she would meet with her husband. Well, she had a beautiful time. So I'm going to read you her testimony and then we'll talk about it a little bit afterwards. Hi, Kristen. I just thought I would give you an update following our session last Tuesday. When I left, I felt very light and comforted because it was like I spent such a wonderful time with Ray, his dad, and my dad. I felt like I was flying. I seemed so high. It was so warming to know they were all smiling and having fun and free of their end-of-life impairments. That evening, I did feel a little bit off, even a little shaky, but I slept well. I was in San Antonio the rest of the week for work, but I no longer felt alone. It was very calming to me. When my colleagues and I took walks on the riverfront that evening, I could feel Ray walking with me. He had polio as a child, so he always walked with a limp. When we walked together, he used me as support, and I could feel his gait with me as he walked with me last week. I have been blown away by my experience last week. It was so vivid and so transformative. Thank you. See you next week, Amanda. And so I want to kind of talk about this experience of having the comfort of seeing that your past loved one is comforted and in heaven and trusting that they are right where they're supposed to be. And so it was so sweet because I've seen her several times after this and she comes into my office and she says, I'm ready for a date night with my husband. And I said, okay, here we go. And every time we go into that guided meditation, she gets to spend time with her husband's dad, and her father. And every time she comes out, she is just beaming from ear to ear. And she said to me the other day, she said, I never realized that heaven was as close as it is, and that all I had to do was relax my mind and trust and go into a kind of a meditation, and I could be walking with my husband. She goes, and the coolest part of this is I don't feel alone anymore. I feel like he's right here with me. She said, after he died, I wanted to go with him. I didn't know how my life would go on without him. But since my experience of being with him these several times, I no longer feel that. I know that I'm supposed to be here and he's supposed to be there, but he is always right with me. And she also just said it was just so comforting when she goes walking now. If she just feels her husband, she can feel him on her shoulder using him as a crutch. So I thought it was a beautiful way to look at death and look at the wonder and mystery of life. You see, death is something none of us can escape. And if we don't know our time, we don't know how, when, where, or why, but we know all of us who live on this earth we're going to have to experience it. And what a beautiful way to know that they are right here close to us, supporting us, loving us. I always say heaven has a thin veil and it's just right here. And so if we can actually step into the wonder of mystery life, and the best time to do it is when you're relaxed and you're not overthinking something, or you're not at such deep sorrow that you can't feel their presence. And if you can get to a place of wholeness and stillness, can you truly feel their presence and feel that comfort? And what I love about my practice is just seeing these life transformative events in people's lives, that it's not just they're transformed for a moment. I've had people over the years just contact me and say that forever transformed them to know that their past loved ones are closer than they think and that they feel comforted. So I just wanted to share that beautiful story. If you're going through a difficult time and you have lost someone you love, they are closer than you know. Thank you and have a great day.